You know, one of the hardest things to admit is that we've handed over control of our own lives. We didn't mean to. We just slowly started adjusting to whatever came our way. The bills, the stress, the people, the noise. And before long, we stopped leading our lives and started reacting to it. Most people wake up every day just trying to make it through the day. They're not directing life, they're surviving it. And what's painful is that God never created you to survive. He created you to dominate, to have dominion. That's the first command he ever gave man. Be fruitful, multiply, and have dominion. That means control. That means power. That means you're supposed to lead your environment, not be led by it. But somewhere along the way, we got tired. Life got loud. And the more noise came in, the more silent we became inside. That's when you start losing control. You lose control when you stop hearing yourself think. You lose control when you start letting other people's opinions carry more weight than your convictions. You lose control when you stop asking, what did God tell me to do? Because once you stop asking that, you start living by default, not by design. Let me tell you something. Taking your power back doesn't mean fighting the world. It means getting quiet again. It means stepping back long enough to say, God, what have you put in my hands that I've been neglecting? Because most of the time, control isn't lost by some big event. It's lost in small decisions. The times we say yes when we should have said no. The times we settle when we should have stood firm. The times we hide when we should have shown up. You can't take your power back until you learn to say no. Some of you are tired, not because life is hard, but because you've been available to everything and everyone except your purpose. You've said yes to distractions, yes to comparison, yes to fear. And now you're wondering why your energy feels scattered. Because every yes costs power. If you want to take control again, you've got to start aligning your yes with your calling. Everything else is noise. God gave you a sound mind, not a scattered one. That means you have the authority to decide what gets your time, what gets your focus, and what gets your peace. And when you start making decisions like that, everything changes. See, the devil doesn't need to destroy you. He just needs to distract you. Because the moment you get distracted, you hand over control. You start living in reaction mode, and that's how most people spend their years, reacting to the market, reacting to opinions, reacting to pressure. But leaders, people who truly walk in their calling, don't react. They respond, and they respond based on what's eternal, not what's emotional. Let me make this practical. Taking your power back begins with order. If your life is out of order, your emotions will always lead you. But when your spirit takes charge, everything else starts to align. You stop waking up tired from doing nothing. You start feeling alive again because now you're moving in rhythm with purpose. And don't miss this, power doesn't come from hustle. Power comes from clarity. If you're not clear on who you are and what you're here to do, you'll chase every opportunity that looks good but isn't yours. That's why people burn out. Not because they're doing too much, but because they're doing too many things that aren't aligned. If you really want to regain control, go back to the foundation. Ask yourself, what did God tell me to do? Not what's trending, not what's popular, what's mine to do? That one question will silence half the noise in your life. You can't walk in power if you're still waiting for permission. Nobody's coming to tell you it's your time. It's been your time. The only question is, when will you start walking like it? Listen, every great comeback starts with ownership. You've got to take responsibility for where you are, not in guilt, in power. Because the same person who made the choices that got you here is the same person who can make the choices that lead you out. Stop saying, I wish things were different, and start saying, God, show me what I can do right now with what I have. Because that's how power works. It's never found in what's missing. It's found in what's already in your hands. When Moses stood before the Red Sea, overwhelmed, God didn't give him something new. He said, what's in your hand? A rod. That rod didn't look powerful, but when it was surrendered to God, it became an instrument of deliverance. You want to regain control of your life? Surrender what's in your hand. Stop trying to control everything and start aligning with the one who controls everything. Because power is never about control, it's about alignment. And when you get aligned, you stop striving. You stop worrying about what people think. You stop living from a place of scarcity, because now you realize I may not control everything, but I'm in control of how I respond to it. And that's where real freedom begins. See, when you know who you are in God, you stop giving people the power to define you. You stop giving your past the authority to label you. And you stop giving fear the right to guide you. That's taking your power back. It's not a one-time decision, it's daily. Every morning you wake up and decide again, I will not let circumstances dictate my joy. I will not let other people decide my worth. I will not let worry control my direction. That's what dominion looks like. Taking your power back is not about control. It's about stewardship. It's about managing your time, your focus, your gifts, and your faith with intention. When you do that, your life stops feeling random and starts feeling purposeful. So hear me. Your life is not out of control. It's just out of order. And when you bring it back into order under the authority of the word, everything shifts. Peace comes back. Focus comes back. Energy comes back. And suddenly you start recognizing the version of yourself you were always meant to be. That's what taking your power back looks like. It's not loud. It's not aggressive. It's peaceful. It's steady. It's strong. Because you're not being pulled by the world anymore. You're being led by purpose. Now here's the part most people miss when they talk about taking control. They think control means doing more. No, control isn't about how much you do. It's about what direction you're doing it in. You can be busy from morning till night and still not be in control. Because activity is not the same as productivity. Some of you are exhausted, not because your assignment is heavy, but because your alignment is off. You're fighting battles that were never yours to fight. You're fixing problems God already solved. You're chasing people God already removed. That's why you feel drained, because control isn't about power over circumstances. It's about peace within them. And peace only comes when you're doing what you're meant to be doing. When your heart is right, your life starts to follow. The outside world becomes a reflection of your inner order. That's what Jesus meant when he said, the kingdom of God is within you. He was saying, everything you need to create change starts on the inside. So if you want to take your power back, stop trying to fix the external first. Fix the internal. You can't organize a room if your mind is in chaos. You can't manage a business if you can't manage your emotions. You can't lead people if you haven't learned to lead yourself. Control is an inside job. You master your life by mastering your attention. You take your power back the moment you stop letting everything and everyone pull on your focus. Because the truth is, your attention is your life. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And where your energy flows, your results grow. You want to know why you're tired? It's not because life is heavy. It's because you've been pouring energy into things that don't build you. You've been thinking about people who aren't thinking about you. You've been trying to prove yourself to people who still won't understand you. And every thought, every moment you give them drains your power. Taking your power back means saying, I refuse to spend my time explaining to those who've already decided not to understand. That's peace. That's control. Now, I know it's not easy because the flesh always wants to react. Somebody talks about you, you want to defend yourself. Something doesn't go as planned, you want to panic. But that's how you lose authority over your emotions. The enemy doesn't have to fight you, he just has to get you emotional. Because once he does, he can guide your actions. But when you learn to pause, pray, and respond from wisdom instead of reaction, that's when you regain control. Because power without discipline is chaos. See, the strongest person isn't the loudest one in the room. The strongest person is the one who can stay calm in the middle of the storm. That's why Jesus could sleep through one. Because he understood. Storms don't dictate authority. Faith does. So ask yourself today, what have I been giving authority to that doesn't deserve it? Have I been giving my peace to social media? My confidence to opinions? My energy to anxiety? Because wherever your focus goes, that's where your power lives. Taking it back means reclaiming it. One thought, one boundary, one choice at a time. That's how real transformation happens. And let's talk about boundaries for a second. Boundaries are not walls, they're wisdom. You set boundaries not to block people out, but to protect what's precious inside. When you start setting boundaries, You'll lose people who were only around because you had none. And that's okay, because God will never remove anyone who was assigned to your destiny, only those who were assigned to your distraction. Some of you need to stop fighting for people God already fired. They were never meant to stay for the next season, and the longer you hold on to them, the longer you delay your progress. That's how control slips, little compromises that feel kind but cost clarity. When you truly take your power back, you stop begging for understanding. You start walking in conviction. And when you walk in conviction, people might not like you, but they will respect you. Now let me bring this home. Taking your power back is not something that happens overnight. It's a daily, deliberate decision. Every morning you wake up and ask, what's in my control today? You can't control who supports you, but you can control your effort. You can't control outcomes, but you can control obedience. And when you do what's within your control, God starts moving in what's beyond it. That's the partnership of purpose. You move, and heaven moves with you. You speak, and doors open. You believe, and resources start to appear. Because the moment you step into alignment, the universe recognizes authority. So don't let failure convince you you're powerless. Don't let disappointment make you passive. You might have lost opportunities, but you haven't lost you. And as long as you still have you, you still have the seed for your next breakthrough. God doesn't need your perfection. He needs your participation. He can't steer a parked car, but the moment you start moving again, even in small steps, He starts directing your path. You don't have to know every detail. You just have to trust the direction. That's what faith is. Not control of the outcome, but confidence in the one who's guiding you. And when you live like that, when you walk in that quiet, confident, faith-driven authority, you stop chasing peace, because peace starts chasing you. You stop striving for power, because power starts flowing through you. That's when you know you've taken your power back.